Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Ormer, and this is the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. And Takumi is very tired, still really tired. Must be because I stayed up late with Darumi last night. My body clock's all out of whack. It was a very sweet moment. It was an incredible moment. I'm no good to anyone like this. Maybe I'll just sleep through it the whole day. Oh, my microphone fell. The microphone falling first thing, maybe a bad omen of things to come. By the way, I mean by falling, I mean the shock mount just fell a bit and you just have to tighten it a bit. I'm no good to anyone like this. Maybe I'll sleep through the whole day today? Really? I'll get up when it's night and go to the library again. We're going back to the library? So this is going to be a thing. We're going to be hanging out with Darumi in the library. I mean, why not? I stayed in bed and resigned myself to sleep. It was pretty late by the time I woke up again. I definitely felt better though. I'd be able to focus on our research just fine. So we're still doing research. I headed to the library to join Darumi to pick things up where we left off. I think it's very sweet. I think it's so sweet having research sessions with Darumi. A wild Takumi appears, a bit of Pokemon reference. I didn't see you around anywhere today. Not judging or anything, I totally get wanting to shut yourself away from the world and wallow, and I totally get that vibe of escapism or this searching for escapism from Darumi as well. I wasn't wallowing, just sleeping. You're looking full of energy though. I know, right? Calling myself an insomniac gives people the wrong idea. Let's just say I'm a micro sleeper instead, so you do like different sleeps during the day. This is a very cute frame as well. I don't think there's much of a difference. Anyway, oh no, she only sleeps short amounts, I guess. Anyway, we're doing more research tonight. Yep. You know, I've been at it for several days now, and every now and then I still find a book that I can't read at all. Not at all? The words aren't too long or complicated or anything. I just literally don't understand the writing. It just looks like random shapes. Maybe it's, could it be Futurum stuff? But then why would they have Futurum books here in this library though? Every one of her sprites are so adorable. I'm not being an idiot this time. I've actually tried to read these ones and I can't. You're never an idiot. Don't worry about it. Could it be a different language? Ado told me something about that the first time around. Yes, I remember something like this. Humanity was once divided into a number of tribes known as races. Oh, so no, I remember this. Apparently each one spoke a different language. They even have books like that here, huh? Anyway, I think we should focus on them from here on. Does that mean that they didn't implant the memories in our head of other, languages? If you think of it that way, since the memories are implanted in our head, that means they said, they didn't implant this idea that we know that Spanish exists. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that, actually kind of crazy? That we have no knowledge of other, races or other countries or other nationalities or anything like that. It's very interesting, and very weird. Sorry, I missed that there. I think we should focus on them from here on. Those, okay, yeah. We're looking for something that goes way beyond conventional knowledge, right? So why waste time with regular books? The weird ones are way more likely to have the kind of info we're looking for, don't you think? I guess. Is Rumi actually pretty smart? I mean, I never got the idea that she was dumb. I see your point, but if you can't read them... Oh, but some of those books are bound to have pictures and diagrams too, right? Now you're getting it. Come on, let's go get searching. I love the bonding of trying to resurrect people for the dead. It's so Darumi in some way. It's a weird way of bonding. But, it's so, cute as well at the same time too, right? It is very cute. After we find something that looks useful, maybe we can find someone to read it for us. Is there anyone out there who can read this stuff? Well, I guess we can worry about that later. Let's focus on finding something first. If we get all the books we can't read together and check them cover to cover, well, that's a lot to get through. It'll be fine. All part of the fun of searching for forbidden knowledge. I guess so. I just wish you could set up a bunch of candles to give this place a right atmosphere. Maybe a skull or two. Oh, well, we kind of everything. She has the right idea, though, doesn't she? Imagine the atmosphere of that. Looking up occult stuff with all the stuff there. I haven't really done that myself. Look at occult things like that in my life. I never really was afraid of that stuff, but it just never the opportunity never crossed my path. If you know what I mean. But that does sound like a maybe for just a horror fan in me. There's a bit of a cozy Halloween atmosphere to that. You know what I mean? The candles and stuff. Because obviously not real skulls, but you know what I mean. Same old Darumi, even with all this work to do, I couldn't help but smile. Yes, oh my god! I love that Darumi's being our moonmaker. I had a feeling it was going to be a long night. You know what I mean? She's the one who's making us smile. She's getting us through these days. Really lovely stuff. Before I knew it, midnight came and went, and the new day began. Day 17. We're back in the library. Feeling sleepy, Takumi? We can do this during the day instead if that's easier for you. No, we have to, Darumi, Durumi, I adore you so much and you love the vibes. We're doing the vibes. No, that's okay. I'd rather get it done sooner if it won't take up all my time. You're a real straight shooter, huh? It's no wonder you're team leader. She is a sweetheart. She's an absolute sweetheart. Somehow I don't feel like I've been much of a leader lately. Everyone's still kind of prickly towards you, huh? Don't worry, it'll be okay. I'm just spewing whatever comes to my head, by the way. You don't have to take anything I say seriously. Oh my god. Well, it's appreciated that you're trying anyway, right? It's appreciated. I'm starting to wonder about that. I wonder what this book's deal is. No, legitimately though, I appreciate, even if she doesn't mean what she's saying, right? There's an effort. You know, there's an effort there, right? Even if she doesn't understand what she's saying or if she believes it, there's an effort there to make us feel better. Daruma's looking through the pages of another one written in that strange language. Lots of weird pictures in this one. Maybe it's myths and legends or something? Check out this page with the drawing with the weird boxes on it. What's that all about? I don't know, but it's probably nothing to do with raising the dead. Best to leave it alone. Okie dokie, back in the pile it goes. And so we spent the night looking through. The fact that, like, by the way, we're spending our time trying to look how to resurrect people from the dead, right? It's like, on the surface, it's like, oh yeah, I spend time with my friend looking how to resurrect people from the dead. Everyone's gonna be like, what the hell's wrong with you, man? What are you talking about? You know? But I think, like, in this sense, even if, like, you know, the likely outcome of this is that, like, you know, it like, you know, obviously, like, it's like, you know, we haven't had like a resurrection. I was gonna say we haven't had resurrection powers in this game, but now I'm thinking about, like, well, lots of things happen from root to root that we haven't had before, so I'm not gonna rule it out anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, I still think Beyond Everything is just a really beautiful bonding event that, like, is very centered on, like, Darumi. It's very weird, of course, but it's wonderful at the same time too. That, like, they're both bonding over something. You know what I mean? Even if it is like a little bit of a darker tone, like, that's Darumi. She is a bit of a darker character sometimes, and I feel like it's still beautiful in its own way. It really is. We spent the night looking through book after book for clues. We didn't find anything useful that night, but that was plenty we hadn't checked. There was plenty we hadn't checked yet. It was still too soon to tell. So here's the thing though. They're very, like, because Takumi seems determined to, like, actually do this then. Is that what it sounds like to me? Because, like, for me, like, I'm like, you know, I'm thinking just like, oh, it's just nice to do this. And that's why I was thinking, but now he's kind of like getting into it. At some point, we realized the sun had come up. We took that as a sign that we've been at enough for the one day, and we went our separate ways. Like, it sounds like he's like getting, because at first it was like, oh, let's just do this, right? For the, you know, I guess not the like, just, you know, for Darumi in a way. But now it seems like we're doing it because he seemed a little bit into it. He was already into the idea of hanging out with Darumi because it was fun for him. But also at the same time too, I mean, like, the actual idea, we're not going to throw in the towel just yet. I'm so tired. I've been more active at night than during the day lately. I need to sleep, but I also wanted to stop my internal rhythms getting thrown off too much. I decided I do something in the morning and rest afterwards. Okay, interesting. Free time event. I think we could do an exploration, right? We definitely could do an exploration of some kind. But I don't think we need to just yet. I think if we're getting bonding events for Darumi, I don't think we need to just yet. But yeah, like, and maybe that's just happens sometimes naturally though, with the idea of what you call it, with anything, like when the way Takumi's getting into the idea of, like, you know, oh, could we resurrect someone? The reason why that's so fun, I guess, for him is because he's like, it's like I think what I'm saying is it goes with anything. If you go like, oh yeah, okay, fine, like, I'll help you with your art project, and you're not into art that much, there are chances that, like, halfway through the art project, you're gonna be like, oh, this is kind of fun. Then we're like, okay, we're done. And it's like, oh, are we? Oh, okay. You know, you get kind of into it, I guess. And I guess, like, the, you know, the conclusion is becoming important too for Takumi. So next gen console, we can do 2 more of these with Darumi before we have to go exploring, which is, it's the first time this has happened. We're gonna be low on machine parts, because usually we have thousands of machine parts.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
Yeah, once again, like, this game console here, it's the newest game console. It's the Xbox Series PlayStation, and when they told me about this, I said I need the prototype right now, and they said, why would we give someone the prototype? I said it's for Darumi, and they shed a tear and they said, I understand, and they gave it to me. So you can try all the new games, Yakuza 15, but that's not an insult to Yakuza, by the way. It's one of my favorite franchises. You know what I mean? I know it's called like a dragon now, and I want Yakuza to have like 50 more games. So
My parents are good-for-nothing loafers, so I have to earn my own living.
oh, for real?
Doing what? I don't feel like talking about it. Just makes me remember how gross some clients can be.
What does that mean? Some clients? See, already, regardless of what it is, and again, I'm not going to jump to conclusions on what it is, like, you know what I mean? But like factually so, like this is another situation where, like, it is a teenager who has to deal with life on their own, in their own mind. Again, it's their memories, I know that, but we're going to talk about it as if it's real, of course. And they somehow have clients that can be very gross.
Oh, get your mind out of the gutter. It's not as bad as you think. Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's still
Somewhat.
it still worries me though, Darumi. Like, you know what I mean? It still worries me. You shouldn't even be in any situation like that, regardless of what it is. Regardless.
Sometimes I have to put on glitter makeup for work, and it's like, yikes!
Oh my god, she's talking about it so casually as well. Yeah, I don't, even if she says get your mind out of the gutter, like, regardless if it is, like, not something like that bad, it's still bad that anyone in that situation, like, has to work and, and has clients that are quote-unquote gross.
That's why I do my makeup the way I like it on normal days.
And your makeup's lovely.
And wear the clothes I like.
Interesting as well. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna embrace the days I have off and wear these nice clothes, because on the days that I'm working, I have to dress up in a certain way. I wonder what she's talking about here.
I can't get into the right mood otherwise. Just trying to live life is already tough enough.
That's brutal, man. That's so brutal.
What, do you think I look like a clown?
No.
I'm not offended. You think what you want, and I dress how
I love that
like.
mentality. I really do, Darumi. Like, and that's one of the things I praise you for. Like, I wish I could, like, say to her, like, how I've been talking to you guys about Darumi, which is, like, her ability to not care about what other people think about her is so amazing to me. And I didn't even think that could be an aspect of her story. Whatever her job is, she has to dress up and wear nice outfits. And I don't know what her job is at all. And I'm not going to put any speculations too much on what her job is, because she hasn't told us. But regardless if it's as bad as we think it could be, the idea of, like, putting on glittering makeup and having gross clients and all this stuff as well, versus if it's like something that's not as bad as we might think it is. Regardless, no one in her position should be put in this position either, especially, like, when you're figuring out life, you don't know, like, what you're doing with yourself. Clearly, like, she shouldn't have been put in a position where she had to go and find a job like this to make money, because of clearly a home life that was not treating her very well at all. And I think that's, like, the important thing to note is that, like, regardless of what it is, she shouldn't have had to have done this anyway. End of discussion.
Besides, everyone needs a clown in their
Oh,
life to make them
no.
feel better. Even someone like me has a place
Of
in
course
the
you do,
world.
but you don't have to call, I understand what she's saying. She's saying, like, no, hey, like, call me a clown. Like, people need clowns. People need happiness like me in their lives. And I totally understand that she does bring us happiness. She has brought us smiles. But regardless of that, I don't see you as, like, in any way bad. Like, I actually appreciate you, like, so much. And this is a very healthy mentality to have about herself, for sure. She knows people are going to judge her, but she's like, okay, well, sometimes you need different people in life. Yeah, very rough conversations again. Again, I'm not jumping to conclusions of what she meant about that stuff there as well. Regardless of what it is, if it is like something really, really bad, like I was saying, you know what I mean? There's stuff you can think of, the idea of, like, it's like, because, and again, I'm not saying, like, just to try to avoid it. There are a bunch of different things you can think of when it comes to, like, putting on glittering makeup and wearing the outfit. She should never be in that position. It upsets me so much that, like, anyone can get to that point, especially, like, someone, like, so young. You know what I mean? It's so unfathomable to me. But, like, again, this hurt home life that has been given to her, to be put in a position like that is so horrible. It's so horrible. And again, she didn't tell us exactly what it was, but as I said, even if it is, like, the worst thing we can think of, Or if it's like the least bad thing we can think of, she should not be in that position anyway. She should not have to bear the financial burdens of her family on the base level, let alone do the stuff that she, like, you know, any job that she's doing, or even like, as she's saying here, describing it as like how bad it can be. She talked about gross clients, how like, to me, like the gross clients is enough to like think about how like bad it could be. You know what I mean? But regardless of what it is, it's a situation where like it should not happen no matter what at all. It's horrible what she's had to go through. Horrible. I can't stay awake anymore. I've got to get some sleep. So we're sleeping for the afternoon. My morning activities are done. I went back to my room and dove into the bed. If nothing interrupted me, I felt like I could probably sleep right through tomorrow morning. Yeah, poor Jarumi. I close my eyes and allow my conscience to simply fade away. Oh, we didn't go to the library that night. That's a bit disappointing. It's morning. I woke up to find I slept in my clothes the night before. I didn't even get changed. How tired was I? I'm really hungry now. What am I going to do for breakfast? The roomie will probably work if I keep will probably worry if I keep skipping regular meals. Oh my god. The fact that now we're thinking of Darumi in like this way as well, like she's going to worry about us. Because she is worrying about us. That's why she made the crazy onigiri. Maybe I'll just go to the cafeteria like normal today. First though, I should really take a shower. That's so amazing that like his motivation is like someone cares about me. Someone's thinking about me. Someone's worrying about how I feel. Oh, this is an interesting bunch. I stepped into the cafeteria greeting some of my friends for the first time in days. Hey, Takumi, good to finally see you again. Wow, that hurt. That hit my heart. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Did you guys feel that too? Just to have someone greet us like kindly. You know what I mean? Yeah, morning. Good morning. Nozomi, I mean, it makes sense she's still a bit shaky. It makes so much sense. I think of it from her perspective, by the way, as well. Like, this strange dude who said he's from the future lied to her about her friends the first thing he did when he talked to her. Nozomi only spared a passing glance at me before leaving. It makes perfect sense she'd be feeling this way. That was more or less the reaction I was expecting. Still giving the silent treatment, huh? That's rough, man. I mean, it makes sense. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. You know how to cook? I can do a little, but I'm not great at it. Why do you ask? The Rationomatic is good and all, but we're gonna get bored of eating the same stuff every day. I figured it might be nice if someone could spice up the menu a little, and we knew Kurara could cook, by the way. I'm no good at this stuff. All I do in the kitchen is take up space and waste oxygen. Anything I try to cook turns into garbage, which is basically cannibalism since I'm a piece of trash. I never thought that much about food until now, but you're right. 100 days of the same stuff can get boring. If only we had Kurara here. I could still imagine the taste of our Ozuzuki curry from the last time around, although that memory had a bitter edge to it now. Of course, it's the food that you ate with her is now a memory of also her death. I know it sounds really dark what I just said, by the way, but that happens. It's like, you know, food has the power to take you back to a certain time. It does. It has to take you back to a memory. And not only that, but it has like a connection to certain aspects of your life too. Have you, like, for me, like like if ever I was like feeling ill, for example, when I was younger, you drink a lot of like 7-Up, for example. And now every time I think of 7-Up, I can only think of that. You know what I mean? Post one of my surgeries I got, I remember people, you know, because I was like in a bit of a bad way. Like some people were like, oh, hey, like prepared this for you or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? And I remember like there was like so much like of this one type of food. And I'm not going to say which food because I don't want you guys ever like associating that because it's a great food. But I remember eating it. And I ate it so much over that course of like my recovery that I remember like legitimately like I don't think it took me years to ever like touch it again because it was associated with that time. And now like I know it's a completely different thing, but like it's also like the memory of a loved one. It's like, you know, like I remember the baked ziti that my wife used to make. I remember the beautiful you know, tacos or the dishes that my husband used to make and my partner used to make them. I remember all my grandmother used to make this. Like it makes sense that we associate that like that beautiful curry also. It's like, oh yeah, but she's gone, you know, and all we can think about is that at the same time too. It's like it associates really well actually, and not really well, but you know what I mean. It's sad, but it associates. Oh, nothing. No one will ever get to eat the curry again. That's so hard, man. We probably shouldn't complain too much. I'm grateful we get fed it all. Yeah, it's not like I don't like what we get at the Ration-O-Matic or nothing. Speaking of which, I haven't had breakfast yet. I got up and walked over to the Ration-O-Matic. I walked fast like I was trying to escape my memories of my friends from the other academy. Insane, right? That like, again, and they're doing like a really fantastic job of showcasing this like guilt and pain that Takumi is going through for what he did. And the lie that he said, right? And the thought that maybe I could be responsible, maybe, possibly, we don't know for sure what happened to the other members of the academy. And there's this thing in his head now, even when he's like walking anywhere, he's thinking, okay, I gotta walk fast, you know, escaping those memories. Crazy, you know? It's every part of his day. And what's the one time when he's not thinking about that stuff all the time? With the roomie. I had a fairly simple breakfast and went back to my room afterwards, you know? It's like, it's such a sad way of living. Not sad and like, oh, that's sad. I mean, like, actually, like, upsetting. It's emotional. Time to decide what I want to do today. I can't sit around and stay depressed forever. I need to stay prepared for the next defensive battle. Okay, so we can do one more one more item we can give to Darumi. So I'm actually thinking we should go do an exploration. Usually we could do a quick exploration, I suppose, right? And I'm wondering if that's probably the best bet. But I think like if we're fast enough, exploration should only take a small amount of time, right? If we're fast enough. Like if we're fast enough, we go outside to get some machines and some other stuff here. Like I can't imagine it take, and again, it's going to be beneficial down the road anyway if we get as much materials as possible. Yeah, we can do like a 10-minute exploration, and so we need some textiles and what do we need? We need machines and minerals. Is that minerals? Yeah, it's minerals. So textiles and machines. So yeah, textiles and machines. So who has minerals? Yeah, minerals. Plants and minerals. I guess this is probably the best way to go about it, right? What a crazy team. Yeah, let's head out. And again, I feel like we could do a quick exploration. We're not going to get as much items as we would want. I don't know where machines are, though. I kind of have a good idea where we can get, like, plants now. And where we can possibly get minerals. Because we want minerals and machines. That's what we want. To be able to, you know, finish off the Darumi stuff. I know, like, people are going to be like, Calvin, just give it the rope or whatever. Because I'm not, you get it. It's no, if you want to give, there's not like any judgment whatsoever. You know what I mean? At all. It's just for me personally, like, I'm just like, I don't know. I like, I think I'm going to prevent myself from doing that. If we're going to, you know, we're personally treating it like a real world here. Okay, so this is not a good place to be. Actually, maybe. Because we're after, there's machines right there. Yeah. Was there purple machine stuff around here? There is. Let's just head up and let's get what we can. So let's start with one. Let's go for one again here. I don't know if we're gonna get something good out of this. Yeah, this isn't good. It's gonna be like 30.
This looks good.
Let's go for this. We got a speaker. Hopefully it'll be like at least 60. Yeah, okay, but this again, we're looking for 90s. I think regardless, we're in a battle now, right? Yeah, regardless, we are in a battle. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Which is the best way to go about this? There's purple stuff over here. This is definitely not the right way to go about this. I think we need to find a way to get out of here, possibly. I thought this would be a good place to get some stuff, but I guess not. Back down. Yeah, this isn't a good space to get some stuff. We're gonna be doing a lot of textile stuff, which makes sense. The forest will be textiles. Like, come on, Calvin. It makes sense. Move the checkpoint. So let's go to the coast, north, maybe. Again, I'm not sure. I know I had a list before. What is this thing over here? This is all textiles and stuff as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I'm kind of like Yeah, I had a list before, but I don't know how I'd find it again. Someone actually like, what is this? Can you go these places in the game? That's like a haunted house. By the way, that's not a question for you guys, by the way. That's usually, it's rhetorical. It's usually just me saying it in my head. Just in case there is some place we can go here. Like, I want to make sure everything's kind of like secret enough. Let's try to go over here. It might just be the school area that has the most machine. There is minerals over here, and there's machines over here as well. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I was supposed to like do like, hey, let's do a 10-minute exploration. What if we do like a 80-minute exploration? Maybe there's no place that has like just pure machine stuff though. Maybe that's just the case. Maybe just it's all in one thing here. If not, we can just go for some minerals, because that'd be a good idea anyway. So if I go, desert is where we are now. School east, and then we move to the side again, right? That's the best way to go about it, I think it is. And then we go in here. Or we leave this area to up to there. Yeah. I think so anyway. It always like makes me a bit nervous doing this because like I never know if I'm going to find the right materials. Maybe we should have done a quick exploration. But I think that there is a purple machine over here, and there is also this too as well. So we got broken glass, but
This looks good.
which is not that good whatsoever. So if we go for 2 here, continue the exploration, and then go for 1 here like this, jump out of the way. We got a large tire, but I think the roomie's gone. Jesus Christ. We got some machines, which is nice. The cave is this way, right? What is this gonna give us? Fry and eat it? Jesus Christ, I'm giving a lot of damage here to these guys here. I would never. What the hell? The amount of damage you're taking for me not making her snort some dust? Are you kidding me? I think this area has like a lot of yeah, this is exactly where you want to be for this stuff then. Let's go. Our characters might die before we get anything done. Our characters might die. Takabi's gone. Does that mean it's over? No. Oh my god. Thank god we don't have to do any battles here, like, legitimately so. Because that's brutal. This looks like an old mineral stone. Take the glowing blue rock. We might die here. That is so brutal.
This might be something good.
I mean, great. I'm glad we got that. That's exactly what the type of stuff we wanted. And we're actually set now if we need to be set. But still, leave quickly. That's actually what we want to do as well. Pick the lock. Nothing happened. Okay. Because, like, all we have is Ema left, by the way. If we get into a battle, all we have is Ema left. I found something. Let's see if there's another star around here or something like that. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Maybe there's chests over there. So let's just head and get what we can get. Let's just get what we can get. Force it open. And then nothing. So picking the lock and forcing it open, nothing happens? Maybe it's a different one though. Jesus Christ. What is this? This is one of the most unlucky runs I've ever had. Easily. Right? One of the most. This has to be one of the most unlucky runs we've ever had with this. Like, I'm glad to get the red ore as well. Ignore to move on, I guess. I'm just worried about if he dies now, it's over. We got the large tire. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end exploration now, guys. I know like we don't have like a crazy amount of stuff, but like
why don't we
you're talking about like the essence of something that could get very unlucky very quickly, right? And we got some materials. We got a lot of materials that we need. I think we're gonna have enough to even like, you know, max rank the Rumi if we wanted to with this route. That was like not terrifying, but you know what I mean? Like it was like I thought I was actually gonna die there and have to just restart the whole thing.
You never know, will they?
And we're not going to the library again. Another day's over, another day, but will the Rumi be in the library again tonight? Should I go too? Yeah. I didn't want to leave it all to work to her, but these late nights are already taking their toll on me. I won't be much good to her like this. I'll rest up today and get back. No, come on, go to the library, please. Please go to the library. The moment I closed my eyes, I immediately fell into a deep sleep. I desperately want to go to the library. I want to see the Rumi again. I want to help her out, you know? She's helping us out. The reason she's doing it is partly just because she doesn't want us to be bummed out, you know?
Get ready, prepare, be ready to...
I thought we were gonna wah there. I slept like a log. Guess I should get up now, though. I'll prepare for the next battle during the day and get back to work in the library tonight. Now that I've decided, I'm going to give it 100%. After breakfast, I set out... we're not even doing breakfast much, because again, what is there to do? Like, you know, go into the cafeteria and get someone to be like, huh, and walk by us. You know, like, it's an awkward situation. So, we're going to go make another bomb with the Rumi here. I feel like this like route so far has just been the Rumi route, right? And this is like kind of exactly what I wanted, you know? And I think actually it's more than I wanted, because I remember even saying like, I just want to be able to do the bonding events with Darumi. I wanted Darumi to be there. I did say like at some point I want to do like a Darumi heavy route, but I was just happy if we got to have Darumi with us, you know what I mean? And we have Darumi with us now, and so that's like really, really nice for me. It's the earrings we have to use on this, right? Which are... Yeah, we're sorted with that. We will get to max bonding rank now.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking
Legitimately, Darumi, like, I saw these and I saw the blue, and the guy in the store said, is this for a loved one? And I was like, no, this is for Darumi. And he said, here, take it for free. Darumi's here in the rec room right now, so that helps us out quite a bit. It helps you out quite a bit. Look at how happy she is. Let's give her those earrings again. If we have one more, we actually like, it's actually very quick. It's quicker than expected to raise bonding ranks, right? It definitely is. It definitely feels quicker than expected. Actually, legitimately, Darumi, what happened this time was when I actually found these earrings inside of a cave of a demon, and he said, you answer these questions 3, and you can have the earrings. If you answer them wrong, you die. And he said, like, who's your best bud? And I said, Darumi, and he's like, ooh, take him. That's so sweet. And he gave them to me for free. He said, take him with you. I don't mind. Huh? Okay, now that it's nighttime, I should go to the library. She's done like 3 days of progress without us. You know? Takumi. Wait, Takamago? Taxman. I'm stoked to see you. She has little nicknames. Takamago. Taxman. You're in a good mood. Did something happen? It sure did. I found something too. Wait, really? What is that? That has a very creepy look to it. And it looks like it is it's like resurrecting stickmen. It could be killing them as well, though. Darumi had to be an ancient-looking book. It was written in a language I'd never seen before, so naturally I couldn't read any of it. Oh, these pictures. The book showed a human-like figure collapsed on the ground. Next to it was something else. I didn't know what it was supposed to be. Then something else poured a red liquid onto the person on the ground. And in the final illustration, the person had gotten to their feet. This looks like some kind of revival ritual, would you say? This is kind of scary. Because now I'm getting the vibe that this is more than just a bonding experience with me and Darumi. The fact that we found this in the first place at all, you know? A revival ritual? Like, sort of, kind of. This person is dying, coming back, right? I thought it also could look like someone's killing them, right? I can't say for sure, but yeah, it looks like that way to me, too. I knew it. We finally have our answer. We just have to do it like it says in the book, and we can bring those guys back. Hold on a minute. We don't know if that's really what this is describing. Sure, the pictures seem clear enough, but we still can't read the text. So we're actually going to do a ritual here? Again, I thought we were just like doing a bonding event or like a bonding thing with Darumi, and it was going to end up like, you know, having like this very, you know, which again, I still think we are bonding with Darumi, right? But I also think that, like, you know, now it seems like it's becoming more real than I thought it was going to be. I think. Party pooper. And even if this is a revival ritual, we don't know if it's real. It could just be a theory or made up story. True. Could be like a old fairy tale or folk tale. Right, I guess we gotta figure out what it says first. How are we gonna do that though? Can we find someone who understands this language? I'm not sure even Eito could read this. Besides, if we asked him, he'd probably just lie to us. But is there any way to translate it when we don't even know the roots of this language? I racked my brain for ideas and one person came to mind. Maybe he can do something about this? No way, you actually know someone who can read it? Really? Wait here a second, don't know if he'll come or not, but I'll try to find him. Who are we talking about? I dashed out of the library. Who are we talking about? I ran all over the school calling out to... What? That's so strange. It's the longest as well we've gone without seeing Shion as well, right? It wasn't easy trying to call someone who didn't even have a name. And in the end, after several hours, I staggered back in the library exhausted and out of breath. Sorry for the wait, but I found him. Wait, we just found Shion and brought him here? I don't see anyone. Oh, he's here. Come on, you can come out now. I called out to the empty air after a few seconds. That's mad that this is how Shion gets involved for the first time with this route. Good evening. This is our first time meeting each other like this, isn't it? Are you that ghost boy Takumi told us about? She's so excited. Look at her. She's so excited that he has a ghost boy in front of her. Technically, I'm not a ghost, but it's something like that, I suppose. Wow, so cool. You really are made of undying flames. You're like a fire elemental or something. Gotta say, hanging out with you is never boring, Takumi. She's so... I love her so much. Look at her. She's like, you brought a ghost to me. I am the happiest I've ever been. We prepared the book I told you about. Will you help us? I'll try. Bringing back your friend sounds like a good cause. Okay, I guess we're just like full on talking about like doing a resurrection here. Which one is it? Show it to me. But it's made of paper. Won't you inflict burn on it? Inflict burn. She's always thinking like video game terms. It's all right. The undying flame is only burn organic matter. This is only a hemo-anima avatar though, so I can't physically hold anything. You'll have to open it to the right page and hold it in front of me and put it in front of me. This avatar stuff is so cool. Oh my god, she's so excited. Her brain is burning. Maybe even as cool as Takumi. Darumi. I think after what happened on that battlefield, I think she's always been a sweetheart, right? No, for sure. But I think also in this route we're seeing that, like, in a way, after we saved her, she's probably like looking in our direction more and being like, oh, like Takumi's kind of cool. I like hanging out with Takumi. I love that she thinks we're cool because I think you're cool too. That's so awesome. That's so fun. Then we dropped a compliment like it was no big deal and opened the book for the... That's what I'm saying. Like, just randomly, Takumi's cool. And she has no problem saying it, you know? I love that. Yes, I can probably read this. Really? Probably? I can understand the writing, but the language itself is pretty old. Reading something like this, I could figure out most of it from context and general feel of it, but it will take some time to get through it all. But you can read it? Yes, it seems like that's another perk of my cryptoglobin. Okay. It's like how all of you can understand the invader's language now. I don't really get it, but that's awesome. What kind of luck did we get to pull a Bob-ass unit like you? Again, look how enthusiastic she is. How much praise she gives to people. How excited she gets over these things. Like, it's hard not to, like, feel warmth from her abstractness, from her, and I mean this in the best way possible, weird girl energy. We need weird girls, right? We need weird people. 100%. I always think of, like, Hu Tao and Genshin. It's like, you know, weird girl representation, people always say, right? Love it. Love it. Can you give us the basics of what it says first? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough to tell us if the book has anything to do with the death and revival. Okay, let's see. Oh, the music stopped. The ghost wipe peered at the open page for a minute or two. It seems to be a story about some kind of creature. That and someone called Ruby Tear? Something called a Ruby Tear. Someone called Ruby Tear. Hey, Ruby Tear! If this creature gives a Ruby Tear to a dead person, they'll come back to life. That's the general idea of what it says. Yeah, boy! We got confirmation that this legend was about returning from the dead, of course. We still don't know if any of it was true. That's the thing. But, like, we're getting deep into this, though, right? That we're talking about, like, a beast or creature that can, like, bring people back to life. But I didn't want to get caught up on the details or bring down the mood. So we are still, like, going in with the mood as well. About this creature, the book says it sealed away some... Retsnom. Retsnom, I never heard of anything like that before. That's all I can tell you for now. Maybe if I have more time. Oh yeah, take your time. Don't worry about it. Even if this isn't much as a big help. Yeah, we know how the revival process works though. If you weren't made of fire, I'd give you such a big hug. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. How can people not love her? Look at her. Her enthusiasm is infectious. Her praise is infectious. The fact that she's so happy to just throw out praise like this, you know what I mean? I do get the vibe of someone who, like, again, first of all, doesn't care what people think about it, but also has a new appreciation for life. I'm glad it could be useful to you. If you don't mind, could you leave this book open? I'll come here when I have time and try to read through it some more. I'll let you know if I learn anything new. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. With that, the boy made of undying flames faded away and disappeared. Isn't that great, Takumi? If we find that creature, we can bring those guys back. So I guess, like, we're actually going into this. We're thinking about this. Let's go look for it. Look for it, like, right now. You know what they say? A red snob in the school is worth a 2 in the book. Wait, what? I guess. Wait, like, we're actually, like, when I first thought of this, I thought it was just a beautiful bonding time with the two characters. And now we're actually going on this journey. And again, you could see this as just a bonding thing with the two characters as well. But, and here's like, even if we actually don't find anything, it still is a lovely bonding time between the two characters, right? And it's been a great time with Darumi. But, like, Darumi seems to be, like, serious about this, like, very serious about this. And, you know, Takumi's going along with it in some respect. Because he saw the other night, he was like, oh, we can't give up now or whatever, you know? Nobody says that, and it's too dangerous to go out looking at night. Besides, we don't even know what kind of creature this thing is. Okay, then let's start tomorrow. We're going on a journey with Darumi. I'm actually really happy. Like, again, even if this is fruitless, it's still going to be a fun time with Darumi. We just have to find something that looks like the one in the picture, and it'll be easy. Look at her holding her eyes open with the peace signs. Very Darumi thing to do. See you later, Takumi. It's a promise. She made the promise between the two of us. Hey, wait. That's, again, it seems like such her personality as well to be like, it's a promise. You know what I mean? And so, like, we can't even say anything against it. Like, her enthusiasm is so, like, it's always going 100 miles per hour. I love this version of Darumi, and I'm so glad that she's, like, much happier now. And not only that, but, like, she's found a friend in Takumi that she thinks is cool. And Takumi has found someone who, like, genuinely cares about him as well in this route, too. Like, it's amazing. But if it was too late, Darumi had already sprinted out of the library door, leaving me on my own. I guess I'll go back to my room and get some sleep. We finally made some headway in our research. That was something to be grateful for sure. I don't know how things would go from here. Could we really bring Moko, Kurara, Yugumu, Kyoshika, and back to life? I didn't want to get my hopes up, but if there was even a slightest chance... Okay, so we're going for it. We are going for it. We're going for resurrection. That's what we want to do. I was okay, this is going to be pretty dangerous. I'll say it again. Even if this is fruitless and it doesn't end up in a resurrection story, We still have the bonding time with Darumi, and that's enough for me.
Get ready, prepare, be ready.
If they did an attack now, it actually would have like thrown my controller at the screen because like you're not interrupting my bonding time with Darumi. Morning already. I wouldn't actually throw that. It's a joke. I'm still tired after being up so late last night. Maybe I'll just take 5 more minutes. Oh, that's Darumi. Oh my god, the aggressive ringing the doorbell. That's annoying. Who is it? Takumi, time to get up. I love her so much. She's so funny. Of course it's Ruby. Hold on, I'll be right there. She's been thinking about this all night. Well, we gotta find Red Slum. Get ready, let's go. You really want to go looking for it now? Shouldn't we wait until the book's been translated first? The book had a map in it. Maybe that's where Red Slum is. Oh, good thinking. I know it's a long shot. Why not bet on it anyway? If we do find it, we're one step closer to our goal. Betting on a long shot, maybe it's the best we could do right now. I cannot believe we're going for this. Like, I'm happy we're spending this time, but I can't believe we're going for this. We didn't know all the details yet, but there really was a chance of bringing the others back to life. When I thought about it like that, I couldn't just sit there and do nothing. Alright, let's get going. Oh boy, Darumi and Takumi hitting the road together. We grabbed a fire extinguisher from the entrance hall and made our way towards the spot indicated on the map. Wait, so we're just... Wait, what? This is a whole... We've never been in this location before. It's like a rundown... So again, once again, the people of Future had apartments just like people did on Earth. Look at this place. It's like a pretty, like, modernized apartment space. I think it's where the map's set to go, but... We've been at this for hours and there's nothing like this anywhere. Drew and I had copied on the map from the book and tried to find the place it led to. Oh my god, journey. Oh my god, road trip. We left the school first thing in the morning. It was a long past noon and we still had nothing to show for our efforts. Maybe we should have waited until we had more of the text to work with after all. Maybe it's over that way, the enthusiasm. There it is again. Don't go too far. We're at a disadvantage out here with just the two of us. I actually think Takumi and Darumi could rip apart many enemies. I really do. I know he thinks we're at a disadvantage. I think that like out of any of the characters, she could get all the little ones and Takumi can just rip apart the big guys. You could just ask the others to come. I know, but we don't know if this revival process is going to work yet. We're literally just going for a revival thing. We're talking about this as if this is a possibility, I guess. I don't want to get their hopes up and have to crush them later. Want something up? Take a look over there. Wait, what? I looked over where Darumi was pointing. What the hell? What? We've never seen something like this before. This game is insane. I am guaranteed 130 hours at least into this game. At least 120, right? And we've never seen a hint of this. What is this? Who are they? Two strange figures stared back at me in silence. What the hell? It looked like they hadn't expected to run into anyone here. They froze up and just stood there for a moment. Two people from Futurum, then they came to themselves again and ran, struggling to move in their bulky suits, so they didn't want to see us at all. What was that? They're running away? Come on, Takumi, after them. Oh my god, Darumi, like, did you see them? Did you see them? Yeah. What, but fine. And now we're running, me and Darumi are chasing down two men who look like they were in like fisherman outfits. Not fisherman, sorry, like what they call them, diver outfits. I'd already started running in response to Darumi's call to action. There was no use stopping to think about it now. Our quarry wasn't all that fast, but it seemed to know this, but they seemed to know this place better than us. And always kept one step ahead. This is wild, guys. Because like I'm on part 80 and some parts have been 2 hours. Like we're over 100 hours for sure. And I've never seen this at all. We've never even seen a hint of this. In what universe? We chased the two figures all the way through the ruins, but we were at the ones who were tired out first. So they're used to this. It's no good. I can't run anymore. I finally came to stop with Darumi staggering up to me a few seconds later. Why'd you stop? Oh my god, her energy is boundless. Absolutely boundless. I don't have the stamina to keep going. At this rate, we'd have ended up getting separated. I'd rather not have to split up. Besides, those two are probably invaders. Isn't that more reason we should go after them? Well, never catch them now. We'd just be asking for trouble. The important thing is that they were probably out here for some kind of reconnaissance mission. They could be mounting up for their next attack. We should warn the others. That's nothing like I've ever seen. Like, talking to me, think about this. You've never seen any, I guess, but would people, sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Like, I get where Takami's thinking. It's like, oh, like, we don't know what they are. So he's trying to think the most rational response. Reconnaissance. Makes sense. But I would think as well then, and when we calm down going like, hey, those outfits didn't look like reconnaissance outfits. If you're going to go in reconnaissance, probably one of the best ideas would be just to wear the cloak that you usually wear in Futurum, right? The long cloaks that protect you from the weather and stuff like that. Guess we'll try again here another time then. You really know how to keep a girl entertained, Takami. I'm having so much fun. I'm glad you're having so much fun. It's so good to be around you. But that was a really wild thing. Something we had never seen before in this game ever. Sure, I'm a barrel of laughs. Come on, let's get back to the school and rest up before it gets dark. What a wild encounter. We returned to the academy that day without finding anything useful. Like, it's so rare. It's not actually, you know what's so crazy about this game is that, like, now that I've seen this and there's 100 different endings and there's multiple different routes, I think that there is like secrets in this game that we probably will never find fully unless we do every ending. Like, that is insane. Like, the fact that, like, there's a possibility that I could have ended after the second scenario recently and not come back for a bit, right? And then let's say we did a different route entirely. I probably would never have seen these guys. It's so wild to think about. Searching blind wasn't likely to get us anywhere. We needed to search for whatever secrets the book was still hiding. It's so funny because, like, once again, this is why this game is so good at, like, building tension. For us, we know that, like, it's probably not reconnaissance that those guys are doing, right? But from Takami's perspective, who, like, has gone through one route and has never really been, like, in that area before, he's going to try and rationalize it, right? But we, in our heads, we go, that doesn't look like anything I've seen before, Takami, and I've gone through, like, 3 routes now, you know? But, like, to him, it's, like, trying to make sense of it, while our head jumps to, like, what the hell was that? So we're, like, sitting here, and again, it's that old thing where it's, like, what, the bomb under the table, where, like, we know something could happen, and we know something is weird about this, but there's, like, a rationalization going on with the characters here, and we're like, please just watch out for yourselves, please. As for Red Sub itself, it's just as much of a mystery to us as ever. For now, preparing for our next defensive battle had to take priority. I love the moments with Jerumi. I love going out exploring. I really do. But I really feel like we're heading towards a more dangerous path than I thought after seeing those guys. I really feel like whatever's happening is going to be very dangerous.
Up and Adam troops, time to ride. Get ready, prepare, be ready.
You know what I
to
mean?
give your
Because
lives
before,
to
I think it
protect-
was like, well, as I said throughout this whole episode, I thought it was just going to be like a fun bonding time. But now it's getting like real. You know, there's something to do with this. Like, we went to the area where the red stuff was supposed to be on the map, and we found 2 things we never seen before. I was still tired of our research yesterday, but considering our run-in with the mysterious figures, I had to be ready for the next attack. But the next day came and went, seemingly without any new activity from the invaders. So we're going to pass by the day again? For real? Okay. No attack today. Was that not the scouting party yesterday after all? If not, what were they doing out there in the ruins? That evening, I was in the cafeteria talking things over with Darumi. Tsubasa, you two, you're always together these days. Yeah, honestly, like, Darumi's, like, our everything, this route. She really is. It's the Darumi route. We are? Are you just having dinner now, Tsubasa? Yeah, I was working in the garage, and I kind of lost track of time. Why are you two spending so much time together, lady? You went out on your own yesterday, too. We're just, like, really, like, close now, I guess. You know? We're also trying to resurrect people from the dead. I had something I wanted to check out, and Darumi said she'd help. Oh, you're adorable. You're embarrassed talking to me. I get why you want to hide it, though. Darumi, like, generally, like, is, like, close to us now. You know what I mean? And, like, I feel like she feels that. And I feel like she felt like, you know, that she wanted to be, like, pals even before we had that notion in our head, or Takami had the notion in her head. I always wanted to be pals with Darumi, but I'm glad that she's, like, so, like, you know, having so much fun. You know what I mean? Because I'm having fun too. I really am. I mean, airhead freak characters like me usually die way early in the story, right? Don't say that. Don't say that. Airhead freak, you shouldn't call yourself that. Anyway, you're done with whatever you were checking out. Well, we also know that she calls herself a clown as well, because again, she doesn't care what people think about her, and she thinks that people need freaks and clowns sometimes, you know? No, yeah, we just put a hold in the case there was an attack today. In case there was an attack today. Although I'm starting to think we shouldn't have. Oh. Right now? During the nighttime? That sound. Interesting.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
I'm not sure which commanders will be.
All available troops prepare for battle.
Because I don't think I've done day 21 in like a while, obviously, because the way I play 3 times a week, so obviously it might have been months since maybe a month and a half since we did day, since we did day 21. So we'll have to see. An attack at this hour? But usually attacks bring on revelations, and if we are in a different route, what if it's gonna be any revelations about those guys in the suit then? I guess we shouldn't be so quick to write the day off. Come on, let's get over to the war room. An attack when we least expect it. Such a classic killing game move. For sure, Darubi. You tell him. You tell him, Darubi. Oh, it's Sumino. No one's seen you in so long. We were starting to think you'd start sitting out battles too. This is so interesting as well, right? That, like, they're also showcasing something that's very realistic as well. If you distance yourself from a group of people, they're going to start noticing your absence in some ways, and then they start making, not in a bad way, just like assumptions. Oh, maybe they're doing this, or maybe they're feeling this way. I love the way they do this. Like, they account for us being gone as well. You know what I mean? They account for us not being there. But the dearest, that's not fair. And I guess Iba was being snarky there, but I didn't pick up on it. Iba was being snarky in a way when he was kind of being sarcastic. When he was saying, "Oh, I bet you start sitting up battles too." You know, I didn't even pick up on the snarkiness there, honestly. I'm here now. That's what counts. Sure. Now, what have you been doing all the rest of the time, though? See, that's so interesting, right? That's so interesting to me, right? Because they see us as like a liar. Those characters, Gaku and Ima. They were happy that we weren't a part of the group, and they didn't want us to be part of the group. But now that we like have kind of separated ourselves a little bit, there's that feeling of like nervousness again, where it's like, what are they planning? What is he doing? Which again, human emotions make sense. They're paranoid, but it's so interesting that, like, you know, they were kind of like giving us the cold shoulder and like all this stuff as well. We kept our distance from them and hung out with Jarumi for a very long time, and then they're like, well, what were you doing? You know, it's interesting the way the mind works like that. You know, the way that's just like, it's like you want someone away from you for a while. And then when they do that, then you start to get suspicious. Oh, they've been away for too long. You know what I mean? I think that's like a very interesting idea, right? Keep talking and I'll eliminate you myself. Okay. That goes to the rest of you too. Put your personal feelings aside and concentrate on the battle. Hiroka's also very fair with this stuff, where she scolded Gaku. But she also, like, very understandably is like, look, it's not just Gaku. Anyone. Is that understood? Of course, we'll do whatever it takes to protect this school. In that case, let's get the show on the road. Defensive battle initiate. Here we go again. It never gets old, doesn't it? It's crazy this never gets old. And of course, the two faces we always have to watch are Angel Baby Gaku, and now absolute amazing Weird Girl Energy Angel Darumi. And it's like Weird Girl Energy Angel, Angel Baby Gaku, the two angels. But I usually like weird characters anyway. Like I said, like with Hutao from Genshin, like to me, like the weirder the better. Oh, wow. There's not many times you have nighttime battles. Like the last time we had a nighttime battle, I feel it was the time that Kaku, that Ima got cut because Kaku went out on her own, right? And he tried to protect her. Was the last nighttime battle we had, so maybe it's that commander? I wonder if this is gonna be a skippable battle.
Man, that's a lot of enemies. Looks like this is gonna be tough.
If only we had a few more fighters on our side.
Oh my god, Ima's always like bringing the snark. He's always bringing the snark. That's just Ima. Ima has always been the snarky guy.
No use thinking about what might have been. Reality
Oh my god.
sucks, but you gotta face it sometimes.
Did you hear that read as well? Of reality totally
Now
sucks.
Who's thinking about what might have been? Reality totally sucks, but you gotta face it sometimes.
I love that in a way, and again, I'm reading it as this, right? Darumi's not directly saying for everyone to, like, you know, shut the hell up, but she's in a way, like, kind of like backing up for Takumi in a way where it's like, hey, back off from it. Again, I'm not saying Takumi, like, you know, didn't do something wrong, he did, but Darumi's friendship with Takumi, it means the world to me.
Now let's spread out and go wild! There's invaders that need killing!
Yeah, 100%. Look at the energy, the absolute energy. Oh, it is a skippable battle, so I wonder which commander it is. I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with skipping the battles. It makes the pacing of the replays so good. It's such a good feature.
Whew! We beat them all! Somehow.
There were a lot of them, but they were nothing but
There has to be a rule that we have to put up on the battlefield. Like, maybe if we could create a poster to never say they were nothing but weaklings or that was easy. You know? Never. There has to be, like, a sign.
Aw, that's no fun. Can't we get like a super hench daddy version of one?
Hench daddy? What's a hench daddy?
You're not out of
Like
the
a henchman
woods yet.
daddy?
Second wave incoming.
She means maybe just like a big henchman? Oh, it's these guys. Yes, this is the battle I was thinking of. Yeah, 100%. That was the one where Ima got slashed because of the... Not because of Kako, but because he, like, defended Kako, right? I don't want to blame the other angel for this as well.
What's with all this smoke?
Is it poison gas for some kind of death trap? I wanna play a game.
Oh, she's doing Jigsaw.
No, it's mist. Apparently, it's a weather condition caused by tiny water droplets in the atmosphere.
Are they not going to like us talking about the future stuff here now?
This commander uses it to try to hide from view and get the jump on us.
Yeah.
Damn it! Why can't they just fight fair?
I'm assuming the mist itself isn't dangerous. We should be fine if we don't panic.
That's right. We got through it in my timeline too, thanks to Kako and Ima.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, 100%. It was you guys did a really good job of this.
Don't put too much stock in his shady future anecdotes, sister dearest. I don't want you getting killed because of them.
Again, and it's that nervousness, it's that paranoia, it's that lack of trust that is speaking through Ima right now.
Still, if we just need to deal with the commander who's creating this mist, that should be simple enough.
Right. Like, you need to know how potentially amazing you guys are. This is gonna be skipping the battle too, right? For sure, maybe. If it doesn't skip the battles during this at any point, I think it's gonna be very worrying.
Aw, man! No fair! Attacking when we can't see it coming!
Ruby has so much input as well now, doesn't she?
What can I do to help?
Oh, and I love Kako's always so ready to help. This is why she's daughter Angel, right? Angel Force.
You'll have to get out of the mist and snipe the enemy from a distance.
Then it's up to me to cover her? I can handle that.
There's the fourth angel. Angel Force. Is this gonna skip this? It is. Okay, okay. What I'm saying is that when it doesn't skip one of these waves, that's when it's gonna get worrying.
Heck yeah, we won!
If we keep this up, we can win this battle.
Again, I think we should have a side up that just says, I know we have to be motivated, right? This is different, actually. I'm wrong. There's only so right in saying this because we have to, like, be motivated.
Guys! Look over there!
I think we can win this battle is different from, like, that was easy, you know? It's way different.
Looks like this is the commander we're going to be facing.
Yeah.
All that mist stuff really pissed me off. It's time to get even.
Oh, dear Lord. And they're back in again. Hey, guys, we're here with our little cars. These are bumper cars. Now that we know that these are, like, fallen soldiers
That
or,
mist
like,
user
injured
is at it
people,
again. Prioritize taking her down.
is that not terrifying now that they, like, force these, like, also these creatures to fly these machines? These people, I should say. These Futurum people. Let's see, is it going to be you win? It is, yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. The pacing is fantastic in these replays sometimes because of the skippable battles. And I wonder, since we went through the big, long second scenario, I say a lot of battles might be skippable.
That's my adorable, talented, and strong dear sister for you. Your thighs and biceps were incredibly cute, too.
Well, she is a strong dear sister, at least.
That's where you were looking? I wish you'd stop doing that.
If she has to stop doing it, you got to stop doing that.
Now we just gotta finish her off.
Because, yeah, Kako did an amazing job, as she always does. She's always amazing. And even though I didn't see her do an amazing job, she did an amazing job. We look down at the defeated commander.
Don't. Please, spare me.
Oh, this again.
Huh? My name
Oh, it's Ava. I forgot this was Ava.
Paragon of nature.
I always forget which one Ava is. So Ava is the missed one. I always forget that.
Please, don't kill me. Spare my life.
Is this going to be a choice this time? Because it is a choice usually, right?
I surrender. So...
The terrified invader raised a trembling hand and brought her up to her mask. And this is when we first got that big reveal, right? She removed it to reveal what was underneath.
This is the commander's true
It changed everything.
face?
It changed everything in this moment.
Wow. She doesn't look any different than a human.
And she's begging for mercy?
This happened the last time, too. We ended up sparing her and taking her
And
prisoner.
that's when Ema was taken. But then again, Ema doesn't adhere to the future stuff anymore, right?
Hurry up and kill her.
Huh?
Now you're speaking my language.
Did this...
All invaders must die.
Is this what happened last time? Again, I never know because like that one line, maybe it did happen last time, that one line, but the line seems new, right?
If you let this one live, it'll mean trouble later down the line. Didn't she escape and cause a bunch of problems in your future, Samino?
She did, but actually she's also a victim of all this stuff, and Ava legitimately is a victim beyond anything. She is a hero trying to fight back for her world, but we don't know that in this timeline, but that's what she is.
Well, yeah, but...
She's legitimately a hero trying to fight back against this world.
I don't want to hear about your future. Whatever we're doing, let's just get it over with.
Again, they're just like, and I hope like it doesn't sound like I'm just waving off like they're them like, you know, kind of being like, I don't care about the future. Like, I understand why they have a lack of trust. You know what I mean? Of course I do, and I think it makes perfect sense.
Wait, please, no. Don't kill me. I would never defy God's teachings. And now that I've surrendered, my fight is over. I'll come quietly.
This is a choice. Yeah, this is a choice.
I'll do anything. Just don't kill me. Spare my life.
The commander's pleas were getting more and more desperate.
You want us to kill someone who's this afraid to die?
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. And Shoma, if we knew the truth.
Yeah, I'm really not feeling it anymore either.
But we also know that she's going to be tortured by... Well, this is getting interrupted. We know she's going to get tortured by... mentally by Sheree, by the way.
Ah!
Wait, what?
Takimaru?
What happened? Wait, what? Wait, what? A moment later, he crumbles and collapses.
Invader.
Wait, what?
Did we not get them all?
Everybody be careful. There could be other enemies around that we've missed.
That's new. That's definitely new, right? That definitely didn't happen.
Takamaru, are you okay?
What the hell?
This? It's just a scratch.
Everyone back inside. Look out for sneak attacks and don't take any
This
risks.
is wild.
What about the commander?
There's no time to execute her. We'll have to hold her at the school for now.
So this isn't even a choice. This is not even a choice.
Fine. I'll get the cage in the courtyard.
Wow. So for the second time, bringing Ava in is not a choice. It was in the coming of age route as well, and now in this route. That's so crazy how things can change so much. This is just from bringing saving Darumi. We split into two groups, one to help support the injured ally, which again, I didn't expect this to happen either to Takamaru, and one to escort our new prisoner. Slowly but surely, we headed back to the academy building, picking off any invaders we missed along the way. Like, for an invader as well to just, like, cut Takamaru like that, just randomly, too, like, it is crazy how many things change. The battle had ended in our victory, but it hadn't been without its price. Thank God we had an S rank out of that as well. Jeez, I'm always blown away by like how things can change, even if it's like, I mean, I don't think this is slight. I don't think you can say it's slight in a way, like compared to everything else. But the reason I don't think it's slight is that Takamaru got stabbed. That's not slight. That's not a small thing. We let the invaders get a jump on us. That didn't happen before, right? It's happened in other battles, right? For sure. But that didn't happen before. There's no choice for Ava. That's also different from the second scenario. Obviously there's also people telling us they don't want to hear about the future stuff. Just get it over and done with. There's like, what else is different as well? Obviously Darumi is here as well. That's obviously a different thing as well. But like, and then we had to run back to the school as we fought any invaders we missed along the way. Like that did not happen last time. It's crazy how things change. Like well, they seem slight, but I feel like they do have like notable things happening every single time. There's not enough of us. That's why we didn't notice the last few invaders. That makes, oh my God, yes, incredible that they accounted for this. They didn't have to do this, but now the reason why they got to jump on us is because we didn't have much people watching our back. Less of us looking out for each other means there's more opportunity for the enemies to take us by surprise, like they did today when they stabbed Takamaru. Yeah, if Yugumu or Kyoshika or someone else was there, maybe they could have noticed. And the reason there's so few of us is because the team from the second academy isn't here. Even now, I still don't think I made the wrong call in choosing to prioritize this school. Again, it's one of those things where like that's not the call that I think is wrong. I don't think it's wrong. With Takami's knowledge, I don't think the call to save Darumi in this sense and save the school is wrong, because we have Darumi who is, you know, her life is important too. You know, you can't weigh your life against other people. You could do like, the trolley problem, but I just think like it's like, I don't want to think of it that way. I don't think Takami should think of that aspect. He did save people's lives. As far as he knows in this route, he could have saved more than 4 lives. He doesn't know, but we know he just saved Darumi, but you know what I mean? In his mind. The problem obviously was just the lying. That was the problem. But with every new battle, I'm feeling the lack of numbers more and more. This is no good. Thinking about any of it more of today is only going to make me depressed. I'll come at it from a fresh perspective tomorrow once I've gotten some sleep. Yeah, the lying aspect is the problem. That's the only problem there as well. The choice itself of saving the last defense academy, I would never look down on anyone for that. Ever. You know what I mean? Even when we made the original choice, we wouldn't look down on people for that. We ended up taking Ava prisoner, just like last time. Was that the right thing to do? Hiroko and some of the others didn't seem too happy about it, but I guess we're just stuck with her now. That was as far as I got before I finally switched off my thoughts and drifted off to sleep. And we know now she's going to have some mental torture done to her as well, which is absolutely horrible. But again, Takumi doesn't know this. Well, potentially we do. We don't know what's going to happen in this route. I was awake, but my head felt heavy. It was a kind of headache that only comes from sleeping much longer than I should. Yes, I checked the time. Well, it's past noon already. I never even stirred up until now. Yesterday's late night battle must have taken it out of me. Yeah, it was very late at night. It was very late at night. I better get up. Come to think of it, what happened to Ava after we locked her up last night? I should probably check on that situation as well. It's so interesting now because I'm in a different route and we're like doing like this stuff with Darumi. Like all I was thinking was like, what's Darumi doing today? But like we had some scary situations yesterday. And I think you guys understand what I'm saying. It's like, it's the world doesn't stop turning just because we're in a different route. There's still situations we have to like, oh, there she is. We still have to think about. And of course, Takumi's going to think about, oh, I have to check on the prisoner, but Darumi's right in front of us. I stepped to my room to find Darumi right in front of me. Oh, don't scare me like that. I thought we were going to have you were a serial killer. Sorry, Darumi. That's the last thing we need around here, honestly. What were you doing outside my door anyway? Did you want something? I haven't seen you all day, so I thought you might be sick. I brought you... Oh my freaking god. Oh my freaking god. You are a sweetheart. You are such a sweetheart. That's so sweet. My heart is melting. She didn't see us all day until noon, and she's like, I have to like... I'll check on Takami. But for the looks of you, you were just sleeping it all off, huh? Like that is... She cares. She cares so much. That is so sweet. Sorry to worry you. How is everyone? How's Takamaru? He's fine, just kind of mad at himself. He was all, damn it, I got sloppy. I won't let him get the jump on me next time. Look at this. Look at it. I need you to look at this sweetheart right now. This is our best friend for this route. Our best friend in the first route, let's be honest, was Eito. Until he betrayed us. Right? In the coming of age route, I feel like our best friend was like, probably Nozomi, right? Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously we love her as well. Our character loves her. I feel like in the second scenario, like, I feel like we had so many close people, right? And now our closest friend in this route is the Ruby. Who would you say in the second scenario we were closest to, though? I think maybe you could say Nozomi again, but if you couldn't pick Nozomi, maybe Hiroko in a way? Tsubasa? Possibly? I think the second scenario there was a lot of like people we were close to. Honestly. It wasn't a fatal wound, so he didn't need reviving. You'll have to wait a few days to fully heal, though. That's good. I mean, it's not good at all. If I'd been more careful, none of this would have happened. Oh my god, the X sign. If you keep blaming yourself for everything, it's gonna raise your death flag, you know? Yeah, she's talking again, video game terms, killing game terms. Was that her idea of trying to cheer me up? It's, in a way, that's the Ruby, right? Hey, I don't want you to die, so please stop talking like this. And what happened to Ava? The others didn't decide to kill her while I was asleep, did they? Some of them did, but outside of battle, they're all a little skittish when it comes to killing. Very interesting, right? The idea of killing someone not on the battlefield does feel weird, I'd say, to people. Crazy, right? Watching them stress and tension erode everyone's morals is usually one of the genre's biggest selling points. I mean, Danganronpa, that's one of the biggest things that happens. You have somebody who you think is like a really put together character, but could, you know, behind the scenes is falling apart. We're better off without that happening, if you ask me. I was just going to go check on Ava. There's a couple of things I want to ask her about.
Cool, I'll come with you.
Oh, please do. This is our bud. This is our freaking bud. Are you telling me? Like, come on. This is our buddy. We're out for life. Our buddy for life. Drew and I set off towards the courtyard where Ava was imprisoned. Lovely stuff. We're just hanging out with like, did Eito escape already? Because Eito escapes at some point, but that's when the power goes out, right? Works for me. At least I won't have to worry about him butting in. Now let's see what she has to say. When I approached her cage, the captain commander scurried back a little, keeping wary of me, of course. Again, they are 100% in danger and being colonized. You know what's so amazing about this as well with the Eito thing? And just in general, because we spend so much time with Darumi, we really have been separate from like the entire group, and like it's hard to notice sometimes because you're having such a good time with Darumi, but like we really have been like not really talking to anybody besides Darumi. Like, and people have noticed that too. They've added that dialogue to the game where it's like, hey, you know, we haven't seen you in a bit. What is it? What do you want? Don't be scared. I'm not here to hurt you. You're safe. Nobody's going to kill you. Really? Oh, the fear in her eyes as well. Your name is Ava, right? Can we talk to you for a minute? About what?
We want your help holding a killing game!
Yes, that's what we want! It's a killing game, right? Okay, let me hear Darumi out. Darumi, tell her. Darumi, you're scaring her. Just be quiet for a minute. Don't tell Darumi to be quiet, okay? Please don't. Darumi, keep going. Actually, no, we don't want to scare Ava. She's in a very terrifying situation. First of all, I know this is going to sound weird, but do you think there's any way to end this war besides our two armies trying to wipe each other out? Before we answer this question, I do think Darumi butting in is very funny though as well, because it's like, she's still her old self, but she's also like, you know, a very caring person towards Takumi as well this time around. Not that she wasn't always caring, but like specifically towards Takumi. So we have this strong bond while she's also still being herself in the weird and wonderful ways. A way to end the war? If there was, we'd have tried a long time ago, and that's the thing. I know that they would have tried to end this. We didn't want this war. We didn't want any of this, and I know you didn't. I hate fighting. Most of us do. Exactly. It's so horrible. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And it's so hard again because me, I know for a fact what they're going through and what they had to go through. You know? An entire civilization, people trying to take their planet from them. We've been thinking of invaders as mindless soldiers and weird monsters for so long. And here was one claiming that they hated fighting. The real question is, why are all of you fighting? What? The suddenness of her question threw me off for a moment, but the answer came to me easily enough, maybe a little too easily. Well, we don't want to die. None of us do. True. We're fighting to survive, that's all. Ava, and all she knows is that these people are invaded, and now the answer she got was, well, we don't want to die. It's like, well, how many people of my people have died? How much of the world have you leveled? I'm sorry, talking things out isn't an option, and I have nothing more to say to you. Look at that she went from being like very sad to being like, I think it's after hearing the answer of like, we want to survive. It's like, you're fighting to survive, but look what you're doing to my planet. Wait, where's this coming from? We can make it real uncomfortable if you don't cooperate, you know. Darubi, I love you to pieces and like you're the most hilarious character ever. But we can't make it uncomfortable for her at all. Do what you want. I won't tell you another thing. From here on, I have nothing to say. And this time she won't reveal us the truth about like the stuff. Remember when we got shocked by Saray? That won't happen this time, I think. Ava was firm. She wouldn't even open her mouth, let alone answer our questions. Oh my god, but he still showed up but I think because she didn't say anything and also because Darumi's here, he wasn't going to use the electroshock thing. Sorry, what are you doing here? Just thought I'd drop by and check out our dear prisoner. You knew what you were doing. That's so crazy that in the another route, he would have shocked us if we were on our own talking to Ava. But now that we're like with someone and also Ava isn't telling us what we heard last time, he's not even doing it. He was totally coming here to check if he needed to do something like that, though. So you get anything out of her? Not really. She clammed up all of a sudden. If you of all people can't convince her to talk, going by the book probably won't get us anywhere. Do not do anything. We may have to resort to more drastic measures. No. Drastic measures? Just let me handle it. No. Say no right now. I know you two have been going outside a lot lately, but try not to leave the school undefended for too long, okay? None of your business.
Hey.
See you later. None of your business. You go about your business and don't even touch Ava. Did Saray seem sketchy to you just now? He's always sketchy. Yeah, he's up to something for sure. I don't buy that I just dropped by stuff either. Yes, Darumi, you're so right. This is my bud. This is my best bud. I bet he was watching us from the shadows the whole time, waiting for his chance to stab us in the back. Oh my god, she's so smart. She's so freaking smart. Why would he want to kill anyone? No, Darumi's so smart. Darumi is so right. She's actually correct technically, like, because he was gonna like spiritually, figuratively stab us in the back. I don't know, that's what makes it a twist. Mastermind behind the killing game's always erratic and unpredictable. She's in a way right. I'm so scared. Protect me, Takumi. I won't let anything happen to you. She's blushing. Oh my god, she's blushing. She's so sweet. There, you're. Oh my god. This is so sweet. Oh my god. She's like blushing and then he's like, oh, there. It's okay. You know, they're actually becoming like so close. It's so sweet. Anyway, we've lost a lot of the day already. I don't think we should go outside for today. I feel bad for leaving all the research to the Ghost Boys, so I think I'll go to the library and see if I can learn anything new.
Cool, I'll come with you.
Sure thing. Love for you to come with me. I went back indoors and headed for the library. Darumi's still in tow. We're just hanging out all the time together. It's so sweet how close they are. It's so sweet. Hello, you two. You arrived just in time. You found something? You're here already, huh? I want to see you two. Like I said, the timing's worked out well for us. Does this mean you made progress with your translation? Yes, it's only a little, but I think you'll find it useful. For real? What did you find out? Do you know what Red Snob is now? It's nothing as good as that. The book doesn't really go into specifics. But I was able to learn something. Take a look at the book and I'll explain. What's it say? According to the text, Red Snob was put in a bag and sealed away inside a shrine. A bag in a shrine. Do you know where that shrine is? It seems to be underground. Not only that, but it's in a network of subway tunnels, so you might find... There's subway tunnels here? So we're going to get chased through a labyrinth by a monstrous minotaur? Again, probably from another game as well. What are you even talking about? I think it is from a game. There's a map to the entrance of the tunnels, though. No way. We're going into subway tunnels. There's so much new things in this route. That's just a matter of looking for the shrine down there. Yes, but you need to be careful. Even if you find the shrine in the bag, you shouldn't open it right away. Why is that? We still don't know what kind of creature this Red Snob is or how powerful it might be. I cannot believe there's actually like a real thing. Like, there's actually going to be a shrine. There's actually like maybe the possibility of us like, you know, fighting this Red Snob. If it had to be sealed away in the first place, it must have potential to be dangerous at least. For sure. Come to that, we don't even know if this thing really exists. It could be nothing but a legend. But until we know otherwise, I'll bet on the possibility of it being real. I guess we're betting on the possibility of it being real. Thanks for this. It's a big step forward. I really appreciate what you're doing for us. I'm glad I could help. I'll pitch in with stuff like this whenever I can. No, it's so nice. Thank you. All right, starting tomorrow, we'll make a fresh start in our search. We're going to the subway tunnels.
Cool. I'll come with you.
100%. Is that your catchphrase today? I love it. I think she's adorable. I think she's absolutely sweet. The blushing, the taking care of us, the comedy that she has when she's like threatening people. Like, I think she's adorable. I think she's so adorable. I really do think she's adorable. And so our quest to find Red Stuff was back on. I think we're going to end the video here because I think things are about to get really wild. I think things are going to get crazy wild. We'll park here in the menu for a bit. Yeah, this episode was just another like deepening of the bond to me of Darumi and Takumi. And I love the relationship so much. I've talked about it at length already, so I don't have to harp on it too much. But like, I do believe that they have like such a strong bond, and it comes from obviously like this appreciation for life that Darumi has, to the point that like, you know, she's like maybe, you know, not directly, but she's defending our like honor, like not her honor, but like defending us in like that battle when she's like, hey, everyone just get your mind on the battle. Let's not go after Takumi. She's talking about how like cool Takumi is. You know what I mean? She's blushing and saying, hey, take care of me, Takumi. And even, you know, she's joking around with Takumi. And Takumi like is like, you know, it's not like he's like feeling like uncomfortable. At first he was feeling uncomfortable around Darumi because obviously she is a bit like weird. She is a bit like, you know, unique. And I think that's okay to at first to be like, what is this person saying? Because even if like in real life, if someone said this type of stuff, you know, you're going to be like, what are you talking about? But even in the game, it's normal to be like, wait, what? You know? And over time, you can tell he's like not only like going along with what she's saying, but he's like reciprocating like a friendship, like he's and a kinship and a kinship, and also like a closeness, right? And I think that the perfect example of that is like, you know, save me, Takumi, when she was blushing, and in that moment, in the other route, you know for a fact Takumi would have been like, okay, Darumi, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? Because that's what they kind of did in this game. But instead, he like clearly like probably like, you know, by the sounds of it, there, you're okay. It sounds like you put your hand around someone or like pat them on the back or something. You know, hey, come on, it's okay, don't worry about it. You know, and I think that's like a really important part of the story is that like whilst in the other routes, if Darumi was like, I'll follow you, after a while he'd be like, Darumi, are you okay? Why are you following me around? Now he's like, oh yeah, this is just like my pal. This is the person I'm close with now. And I think that it's so cool that like Darumi sees him in this way, and Takumi also like sees it as someone who really cares about him too. She went to check on us. She made us that onigiri. When we were running around in the streets, she was having so much fun like with this chase we were doing. She loved the nights where we were like reading up on this book, and she also like, you know, obviously started that research because she wanted us to feel better about all this stuff too. She's so grateful to be alive, and you can tell just in like how, you know, happy she is around Takumi. I really feel like Takumi like, you know, I think one of the worries I had about this route was how depressing it was going to be through the whole thing, because we weren't going to be able to talk to anybody in the cafeteria as much. We weren't going to be able to have those conversations with Nozomi, and we weren't going to be able to have conversations with Gaku and Ima and all this stuff, that without being like, you know, what we had earlier, the snarkiness of it and the frustration that Gaku had. But I do think that like now what they've done so amazing in this is like the relationship with the Darumi that we've had is incredible, because we've allowed Takumi to kind of like be his true self with someone else, while also having someone who like is like kind of the complete opposite of Takumi in the way they act and their demeanor. But because of that, like the kind of straight face kind of Takumi and the very weird girl energy that we love of Darumi coming together as one, it makes a really great, like a bunch of great scenes with each other. And I love it dearly. I really do. I love having them around each other. I really do. Like, it's actually like means, like it means the word to me. It hits me in the heart constantly with all the stuff she says, whether it's her checking on us, the you know, her blushing when she's talking to us, the sweet thing she says about calling us cool. All of it hits me in the heart so hard. And now something that I thought was just going to be like a fun bonding event seems to be something more serious, because we're about to enter into like a subway station or subway tunnels to find an ancient beast that's in a bag that's been hidden away in a shrine in order to resurrect people. I legitimately thought, as I said, this is going to be just like a fun bonding event. It has now become a full-on journey, and it seems like it's more real than we ever thought it could be. I don't know how far they're going to take this, but we do know we found some people that we never seen before in those diver suits that looked absolutely terrifying. And terrifying not in a sense of like, oh my god, icky, spooky, but in a way it was just like they seemed lifeless. They seemed like something we never seen before, and it stopped me in my tracks because we've played this game for 120 hours and I've never seen those guys. You know what I mean? I've never seen them. How crazy is that? That we've never seen those characters. Yeah, it's such a, whatever's gonna happen with that like Retsunon stuff. It's very cool that we got Shion to help us with that as well, by the way. It's like a very like smart way of doing that. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to enjoy the journey with Darumi even more. I'm loving going on this journey with Darumi. I love Darumi as a character, and the bonding that we have with Darumi is special to me. It's such a special bond. It's rare that like in a game, it's so interesting in this game. It's rare to be happy for so long. And in this game, for the past like, I would say 2 episodes, even though we've had times where it's been a bit awkward with the other characters, and we've had stuff, and I'm talking about the 2 episodes, not the first episode, because the first episode was rough. But the past 2 episodes, I've been like smiling a lot more than I ever had. And yes, there's like dark times when we're talking about like Darumi's backstory and stuff as well, but I really feel like Darumi's like cheered us up quite a bit, and that's fantastic as well. We still have other characters who are weary of us. I imagine that maybe over time they might change, or maybe it won't ever change. Who knows? I don't know how long this route could this route could end in 5 days. This route could end in day 100. This route could end 70. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. But I do love that like Darumi has like brought so much of an energy back to this game. Not that it wasn't like a love for this game already, but you know what I mean? I feel like the second scenario, I think was 80% wild and depressing reveals and 20% beautiful fun times, right? Whilst this so far, I know things could change, has been about 3 hours of, yes, awkward interactions, yes, some darker conversations, yes, some like, you know, a bit worrying stuff, but the most of it has been a fun time with Darumi. And I've loved it. I really have loved it. And it's been so sweet and so amazing that they found a bond with each other as well, and that Takemi's embracing it. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting me. You're amazing. I'll keep this going. I know you guys were saying that you definitely wanted to see more routes, and I think you guys were definitely happy to see another route as well, and that makes me happy as well. So I'm going to say thank you to my patrons at the highest tier, my YouTube members at the highest tier. If you want to be at the highest tier, you just have to check out the join button below. Or if you want to be any tier, even if it's the lowest tier, the highest tier, the middle tier, they're all appreciated, and I love you so much. And I will say thank you to Tyfire2, JB Bull, Jada the Banana, the Ghostly Nizuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Lynx Marky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Selson, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared Beanum, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.